This is an audio-only recording of an exercise session for Vision of Adventure. A cycling session led by Kath Finn. Please note that you will need some form of stationary bike with controllable resistance to participate in this session. Recorded in winter 2025.
Good evening. Here we go again on a very, very cold night. It might be dry, it might be unfrosty, but geez, it's been cold today. So some of you are in garages and you definitely need in that case to warm up a little bit. And some of you are perhaps slightly warmer. But as usual, we're going to start with 5 minutes or so of just spinning our legs, hoping that we get our cadence up to about 90 at the end of it. But it sometimes takes a little bit of time just to settle in. So we're going to do that. I was going to ask a friend to go and ride tomorrow or the next day, but it's so cold. I'm like, I don't really want to be out in this wind on the roads. But I think we're going to mountain bike on Friday, and that's in a forest, and you go a bit slower so you don't get as cold in the wind. So go and see what happens. Try and stay on my bike. Paddy and I went a couple of weeks ago. Was it only last Friday? Last Friday, and mountain biked in Winlatter Forest, which is Forestry Commission near Keswick, about an hour from us. And that was really good fun. So we'll try and do the same again, I think. Different forest this time. Gisborne. This one's east of us as opposed to northwest. So I've been hearing about some running adventures, which is great. I've done very little running lately, but I'm impressed by tales of half marathons coming up in exciting places. So that's really good. And it is probably the exercise that gets you warmest quickest at the minute. Now, there's not even any ice to fall over on, but at least we're not in Canada, where my middle child's partner, her family live in Edmonton in Canada, and it's -50. So getting to your car becomes quite an ordeal at that. And if you break down or your heating goes, you're in real big, serious trouble. So I think we can just be very glad that we're here. And if you look at Portugal and Spain, Portugal's had snow. I mean, what's that all about? And Spain's had terrible storms and flooding. So, no, we're doing all right in little old Britain at the minute. The Portuguese must have got a bit of a fright with snow. I don't think of them as having snow very often. And we had a friend, our yoga teacher, on Monday. He was like, "Where are you going on holiday?" And she's going, "I'm going to Portugal to get some sun and be a bit warm." And Paddy and I are like, "Oh, you might want to check the forecast. And you might want to take all your thermals just in case." So we're going to do this for another couple of minutes. Things should be beginning to feel a lot looser, a lot easier. And for those who've just been running, hopefully you might be spinning your legs out a bit and getting some blood through them, and just helping them recover. Although I have to say this session's probably quite hard, so I'm not sure your legs are going to like it that much. Okie doke. It's so cold my iPad's lost its battery in about 20 minutes. And my office is 12 degrees, never mind the garage. I need my lovely little electric poncho just to keep me warm. I should get on my bike, but I can't think timings. and ride my bike hard. So I'll leave that bit to you. Okay, we've got another minute, and then we're going to do 2 blocks of 3 minutes, and each minute I would like you to work a little bit harder. So put the resistance up, and hopefully that will build some heat. We're nearly there. So be ready to lift your resistance a little bit, remembering that you do have 3 up kicks. So, and the last one should be uncomfortably comfortable. So you shouldn't be absolutely dying at that point. So we'll go for the start of a minute now and slightly harder. And we'll just build it up nice and steady. Half a minute on this one. "15 seconds before we want to go up again." Okay, a little bit higher. Maybe your effort's about 6, 7 out of 10, and we've got 1 more minute that should be harder. Be trucking along quite nicely. Is settling in. I chose indoors today. I went swimming and then I went to the gym this morning. And then I did a ramp test with somebody to max heart rate this afternoon. So all I had to do was stand and watch and say, "Go on, you're doing really well. You've got this. Work harder." Okay, we're going to go up again. So this is your 3rd minute. 3, 2, 1. Right, this one should definitely feel like a bit of an effort. And you should be beginning to feel possibly slightly out of breath. Although I think most of you've worked out that an hour is quite a long time if you work really hard for lots of it. So a bit of self-preservation is also good. Now you've got another 20 seconds. Ten seconds, and then we're going to drop back down to nice and easy. 3, 2, 1. And drop down to an easier cadence. Okay, resistance again. So you're just back to where you were at the start. And we're going to build through those couple of minutes again. And I've got 2 bikes on someone's screen, and one of them doesn't look quite so comfortable for indoor riding, but it looks quite fun. Half a minute here. Five seconds, and then we want to put it up a little bit. 3, 2, 1. And it's lovely to see that people have heard and understood and they're going for that little resistance button. Half a minute done. Oh, getting close. 10 seconds. And then we want it to go up again. 3, 2, 1, and up. And this is your last minute before we do some little sprinty stuff. So at the end of this hard minute, we'll back off again and I'll tell you what the next bit is. Half a minute left to go. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Ease off sufficiently so that you can take in what I'm saying. Because it's really hard to listen and work really hard. So we're just going to do the normal faster bit that we often do in warm-up, but we're going to do it in 30 seconds. Are going to be hard with a high cadence, so a fast leg turnover, and then 1 minute of recovery, and then 30 seconds hard again. We're going to do 3 sets of 30 seconds on, 1 minute recovery. Hands back on the handlebars, brains engaged, ready to go. 3, 2, 1, and go. 30 seconds hard work. Should have a really good fast cadence. That's lovely. Nice still body on top if you can. Legs whirring round. And it should be quite hard. There should be quite a bit of resistance there as well. 20 seconds gone. 3, 2, 1, and a minute of recovery. So I like the stretching, I like the drinking, I like maybe even shaking things out, rolling the shoulders back a little bit. Anything that means that you feel settled, ready to go again. Liking it. 15 seconds. 5 seconds to hard. 3, 2, 1, and go. 30 seconds. Fast as you can. You're chasing Pidcock up the road, knowing that you're not going to catch him, but you'll try anyway. Lovely. Get that moving. 10 seconds. Brilliant. 3, 2, 1. And spin for a minute. And then we're going to do our last one. Got 20 seconds left of this lovely spinny bit. 10 seconds before we go hard again. 3, 2, 1, and go for it. Great job. Keep that rhythm. Keep pushing over the top really hard. You've got 10 seconds left. And that's not long. 3, 2, 1, relax. So hopefully we're now reasonably warmed up. And before we do anything too exciting and demanding, we're just going to do a little bit of cadence work. You're going to have to listen to my voice because that's the way that this seems to be working at the moment. So we're going to do 1 minute at 90 cadence, 1 minute at 100, 1 minute at 110, and go back down again. So don't worry so much about, am I doing 100? Just know that we want to vary the cadence and increase how fast we're turning our legs over from a normal turnover for the first minute, fast for the second minute, faster even for the third minute. And then we'll have maybe a minute out and then we'll repeat it. So you're going to start at 90, which is nice and civilized and which you use a lot. Hopefully. So we'll go for that. And every time you hear my voice in a minute, your right knee needs to be at its highest point. Tick, 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 tick. So hold that. And remember that the next minute has to be faster and the one after that has to be faster again. And it will get possibly quite difficult. If you start to bounce, you need a little bit more resistance because you can make your legs go so quickly that you start moving around in the seat a lot. And just give yourself a little bit more work to do if that's the case. Got 10 seconds at this nice easy one. 3, 2, 1, and try and make your legs work a little bit faster. Not necessarily harder, but faster. And it's about the neural connections. It's about your brain making your legs turn over quickly. Tick, 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 tick. It's very nice from here. I can see really good difference. Well done. All right, keep that going. You're halfway through this minute. And then we want to be able to make it go up again. And it might be making your heart work quite hard, but it doesn't feel like you're like really going for it up a hill or something. It's a different. Three, 2, 1, and go. Tick, 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 tick. And if you make me laugh, I won't be able to do it. So I stopped. So that's really good. So we've had a graduation in effort for our nerves as opposed to our leg muscles, hopefully. Halfway through this one. 15 seconds, still at that real fast turnover. Three, two, one. Let yourself relax for half a minute or so. You probably want to slow that cadence right down. Might even give you a minute. Then we're going to repeat that. And that'll be our second time through, and then we'll move to something else. Okay, we've got just over 15 seconds. Then we're going to start again. Three more minutes, same as last time. One at a normal 90 and then a bit faster, and then the third one faster. Off we go. Tick, 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 tick. Hold that rhythm. Nice. This should just be normal every day. When you come on here to do the nice chatty zone 2 stuff that I say is such a good backup for this, then this should be the kind of cadence you're looking at, with quite a low resistance so that you could have a conversation. Obviously, you can make it much harder, hold the same cadence, but put resistance up and then really work. Okay, I'm going to go faster. 3, 2, 1. Tick, 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 tick. And I can see those shoulders just moving with the increase in pace. That's brilliant. You can definitely tell that you're going faster with your legs. Lovely. And this just helps your smooth efficiency when you're riding. And the more efficiently you can pedal, the less energy you use. So the further you can go, or the more comfortable it is, or the faster you can travel. Okay, 15 seconds. Three, two, one. Faster again. Tick, 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 tick. And keep it going. That's looking brilliant. Absolutely well done. "20 seconds left, keeping that brilliant pace. Really nice. And 3, 2, 1, chilling out. And then it is going to get hard. So we're going to do 1.5 minutes on and 2 minutes off. So that 1.5 minutes should be obviously not flat out, because you can't hold flat out for 1.5 minutes, but it should be hard work. And we're trying to really use as much oxygen as we can get in our body. We're trying to encourage our body to take in as much oxygen as it can. Therefore, we need to be working hard to create that demand. And we're going to do 5. So, and then we're going to do some more, much shorter ones after a bit of a rest. So we're ready for 1.5 minutes, working pretty hard. And then you get a big rest afterwards, which tells you that you will be working pretty hard. Obviously, it's your choice. If you're doing lots of other training, if you're not feeling 100%, then mellow it according to what will work for your body. And on that note, choose your poison. 3, 2, 1, and off you go. A minute and a half of nose to the grindstone. You want that 90 cadence, so quite a fast cadence. And then the resistance may be up kind of as high as you can go while holding that cadence. It is important, it's still quite quick. And could be even higher. So your 90 again is tick, 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 tick. So it's that kind of pace. We're not doing strength over geared effort. So you're not wanting a slow cadence. You're wanting a high cadence. You've got 30 seconds. "15 seconds to go." And 3, 2, 1. First one over. You've got 2 minutes rest, and then we go again. So you should feel like you need the 2 minutes rest if you're doing them as prescribed. And a lot of the time with intervals, you're like, oh, I don't really want to spend all this time just not working hard. But the rest and recovery is really important to be able to hit the same intensity over and over. You want to go in still having a little bit of spark. And you've still got quite a bit of time. You've got another minute. And half a minute left. Before we go again. And there should be a build-up of lactate. And there should be a little bit of pain cave. 3, 2, 1. A minute and a half of working grimly. It's looking good. Those nice thighs should be like feeling it a bit. And don't forget those glutes. Those are the other bit of you that should be feeling it a bit. Minute left. A little over half a minute to go, so keep pushing, keep putting power on over the top. Great work. I can see the effort going in. Nice job. 15 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. And relax. Good job. 2 done, 3 to go. You've got 2 minutes rest. And I hope you don't have too long a run tomorrow. Make the most of it. Talk nicely to your legs. Tell them they need to recover. One more minute. Yep. So today we were testing someone I've coached for, this must be my 5th year. And she very sensibly said, should her heart rate have changed over the time, because she's now 62-ish. So we thought we'd retest to find her maximum, and then we could work out what her chatty zone, where she should spend most of her time, was. And it has changed. It's changed only by 3 beats, which is pretty minuscule in the grand scheme of things. But that means over a 10-year period, her max heart rate will be 6 or 7 beats less, which is quite interesting to see it playing out for real. And that means that your training zones, if you use them, change as you age. And we're going again. So hopefully recovered. Focus in. 3, 2, 1. And away we go. Minute and a half. Now, Stacey Sims, who's really into women's physiology, would be really happy to see both people on tonight happen to be female. So you guys doing this, it's meant to be really good to promote longevity. Is that the right way of saying it? And that also goes for men. She's women specific, but a little bit, a small dose of high intensity exercise is apparently really good for you. And as we get older, we tend to stop doing it because it hurts. So you guys are doing brilliantly, and you've got another half a minute to go. Great job. Almost there. Just hang on to it to the end. Don't give up. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Okay, take that rest. There's no point falling asleep on your bike yet. Okay, you're over the halfway point now. You've only got 2 left to do. And you've still got a minute of rest left. It's just a slightly different sting in the tail this session. We haven't really done these much before, not for this length. I'll do some really little short ones afterwards just to put the icing on the cake. Half a minute to go. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Fantastic. Yeah, this is number 4. So you're beginning to be able to see the end. Excellent efforts. We want to be playing like we're trying to catch somebody in front of us. Working hard with our pride at stake. Or maybe you're just going for that Strava, Queen of the Mountains, King of the Mountains, or King of the Section. Hey, only half a minute left. Doing great. Because this is tough. Nice one. 10 seconds. And 3, 2, 1. Take your 2 minutes. Last 2-minute rest, and then your last interval of this duration. And that minute and a half feels like, I don't know, 5. But honestly, it isn't. And you've got another minute and a half now, and this one will go really quickly, and the next one will go really slowly. It's a funny old world. Another minute's rest. Half a minute to go. You might want some deep breaths, get lots of nice oxygen into you. Ten seconds. Last minute and a half. 3, 2, 1. And once more. Brilliant. Rising to the challenge. First half one done. Third of the way through. You've done 4. You're a third of the way through 5. You've got this. You have most definitely got it. Almost to the point where you've only got half a minute left. 30 little seconds. That's brilliant. You're so close. 5, 3, 2, 1, and chill. Well done. That is one tough little set, that one. So relax. And then we're going to have 5 minutes of being horrible. Because I only said that bit was 1.5 minutes times 5. I didn't say what was coming next. So we're going to do, still going to work hard, but we're only going to do 20 seconds, which is quite different to the focus we've just had. Mostly it's your glycolytic firing. You get a few seconds off that, and then you go anaerobic very quickly. And you're using oxygen and glycogen to create enough energy. And when you do the easy stuff, you're using a mixture of more fat and glycogen. But when you get into the harder stuff, body definitely likes all that lovely sugary glucose. And that's what runs your brain. So you can have starchy carbohydrates rather than eating loads of sweets. But that carbohydrate input is really important for brain function and for muscle energy. So we will reset here. We'll do 20 seconds on, 40 seconds off, times 5. So it's 5 minutes. Obviously, you can choose to ride the whole 5 minutes off if your legs are really knackered. But I'll count through anyway. And anyone who wants to, 20 seconds hard, 40 seconds easy. The hard, you want a reasonably high resistance. You also, for the 20 seconds, the like sprints at the beginning, you want a very high cadence as well. So we'll reset that and we'll go, are we ready? 3, 2, 1, go. 20 seconds. Excellent. 5 gone. This is so short after a minute and a half. 10 gone. Loving it. Well done. 15. 3, 2, 1. Relax. So really quite different. Still sore. You've got 40 seconds recovery. So you haven't got that lovely long 2 minutes this time. Short and sharp. 20 seconds recovery. 10 to go. 3, 2, 1. 20 seconds. 10 gone. 5. 3, 2, 1. 40 seconds easy. 2 down, 3 to go. $20 left. 3, 2, 1. 20 seconds. Ten left. 3, 2, 1. Relax. So those are over in the blink of an eye. They're not too bad. Just 2 more to do. Twenty seconds left. Three, 2, 1. 20 seconds hard. 10 gone. 3, 2, 1. Take your 40 seconds. This is your last one coming up. Twenty seconds left. Last sprint of the night. 3, 2, 1. Sprint. Brilliant efforts. Looking good. 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Get your breath back. Stretch if you need to. Have a drink. We're not quite finished. We're nearly finished. We're not doing any more sprinting. That is over for this evening. Well done. That was very, very well held. We're just going to do a couple of kind of effort level 7 out of 10. So comfortably uncomfortable just for a couple of minutes. And then you'll be into cool down. Give you a little bit longer just to shake the legs out, stretch the arms out, move around, have a drink, do whatever else you need to, except don't run away. Actually looks quite nice. There's some nice stretching going on screen, which I'm copying. As my arms are a little stiff from swimming this morning. Somebody filmed me last night swimming, and oh my gosh, have I got some work to do. You know, that disconnect between what you think you look like and what you actually look like, big time. You'd think after 10 years or 13 years, I'd be a little bit good at it, but clearly not. I'm a very slow learner. Okay. Settling down again. Right, we're just going to do 2 minutes about effort level 7, if you wish. 1 minute easy, 2 minutes effort level 7. That's out of 10, not 100. However, you are getting to near the end of session, and if your legs are going, what have you done to me? Then please feel free to use this bit as a cool down. So we will start for those that want on 3, 2, 1. Now, effort level 7. Steady away, 90 cadence, normal cadence, 2 minutes worth. And this is just putting in a little bit resilience. You have worked really hard. And you know what it's like, certainly riding around here. You work really hard. You go up all these hills, and then somebody puts another one in the way just when you think you've about had it. So it's just that little bit of mental resilience to say, yeah, oh, I've got this. I can do this. Coming up to your first minute. So you've got another minute to go. Nice, steady efforts. I'm liking it. We're digging deep for tea now. Half a minute. Good job. You've got 10 seconds, slightly more, 12 maybe. 3, 2, 1. Take that 1 minute in the middle. And then we'll go again for the last 2 minutes of the night, apart from spinning out. Now you're right, makes a big difference if I've switched the right plug on. The computer's very happily charged. Duh. Go back. No, I'm a woman of quite a few years now, and menopause, as many of us know, makes your brain go a little bit scatty. I went to run with a friend yesterday, and we turned up, and she'd forgotten all her fuel, which was left on the kitchen table, and I'd forgotten my running shoes. But we're so well organized and so used to dealing with it. She had spare running shoes, and I had spare fuel. Perfect. So we got our run anyway. But it was funny. Her shoes are much nicer than mine. I photographed the brand. Right, last 2 minutes. 3, 2, 1, and go. She had Innovate Trail Flies, and I have Innovate something else's, but hers were men's, and they have a really big toe box. They were really comfy. Just like that. Quarter already gone. Making a good job of this last one. Minute through, you're in your last minute. Liking it. Last half minute. Last 25%. Superheroes, 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And stop. Actually, don't stop. Keep your legs spinning. But basically, you are done. We are now in cool down. Very well done tonight. Fantastic efforts from people. And if you are following this on YouTube, or you're in a gym or somewhere, please take the next 5 minutes or so just to spin your legs out, recover a little bit. And that goes for you who are on screen as well. But recording wise, good night for now.